Welcome to another episode of Finlandia Fridays. My name is Michael Babcock. I am your host for this weekly interview series here at Finlandia University. We're here this week with a guest I've been looking forward to talking to for quite a while. This is Julie Badel, our Board of Trustees President. Welcome to the show, Julie.
Thank you, Michael. I'm delighted to be here.
We're happy you're here. You're here on business this month in January here, talking with the rest of the Board of Trustees at your annual January meeting.
Regular January meeting, correct.
Yeah, so it's exciting that you're here. You're getting to see a little bit of campus, and we're happy to have you on Finlandia Fridays to kind of get to know a little bit more about you. What makes you interested in Finlandia? What makes you keep coming back to these meetings? I know that they take quite a bit of time. You know, you have to dedicate a lot of time to be up here.
True.
So
I never complain about being up here, Michael. Trust me.
And that's because you're kind of from here, aren't you?
My mother's from here.
Okay, and so when did you grow up here, or did your mother kind of move away then?
My mother moved to Chicago where she met my father, and so I grew up there, but I've been coming up here as long as I can remember doing anything.
That's kind of my story too. I grew up in the Twin Cities area, but I came up here for vacation, and this place was always such a, like a glorious place when I came up here. I loved it.
It feels like home.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. So what made you first get interested in Finlandia University?
Well, maybe the story as to how it came about would be the answer to your question. I was at a Finnish American Lawyers Association meeting. No one knows about the Finnish American Lawyers Association, right? And I met a Detroit lawyer who was on the Finnish Council. And the speaker at that meeting happened to be President Ubbelohde. And he said to me, "Would you be interested in the Finnish Council at Finlandia University?" And I said, "Of course." And so he could not attend the meeting. I walked in to 75 strangers who took me in like a lost daughter. How can you not love a place like that?
Yeah, and that's the Finlandia University Finnish Council in America?
Correct.
Okay, how long have you been involved with that group?
That's been since 2007, and ironically, it was President Johnson's first year here.
Okay, nice. So then, was that your first introduction to Finlandia University?
That was. We've had family members who've attended here. One by marriage taught here for a while. So everyone up here must have some association with either Suomi or Finlandia at some point.
I hear that a lot. Either they came here, or that somebody worked here, or something like that.
It's sort of our local institution, if you will.
I'd love to talk about it like that. People don't realize the economic and the cultural importance of having a university like this right in Hancock, especially in a small town like this.
I know.
What are some of the things that you love about Finlandia that have made you stay interested?
It's such a unique place. We are, of course, the only Finnish-founded university in North America. The students here are absolutely lovely. When I walk around campus, I get this energy and this joy that I don't see at other universities.
Yeah.
And of course, we provide them with uncommon attention, so they should be very happy campers.
People don't realize how true that is too. Our class sizes are very small. There's so much one-on-one attention, which is, a really rewarding experience for a lot of students. And it's been eye-opening for me. We had that one campus, or the Finlandia Fridays, where we talked to the student from Dollar Bay. And she literally came in and she told me about how she came in here, and she's just, the attention she got made it so much more rewarding of an experience, which was great.
I remember that. And when I go to commencement and I see that every art and design student gets a hug from the dean, that doesn't happen across America.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've definitely watched Denise go up and give those hugs, and they're so meaningful. And the kids are just so excited, so happy for the experience that they're getting. Let's go into something. You've been here, and obviously we don't shoot this necessarily on the day that it goes out. So you were here for our MLK Day of Service.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about what that was. I understand you got to go to one of the service sites.
Yes, I was at 31 Backpacks doing some menial labor, but I got to talk to a lot of people. I found out about the organization. I had no idea we had so many students here that do not have adequate food to eat. It was just a shock to me.
Yeah, and it's I've seen 31 Backpacks grow quite a bit in our community, and I was happy to see that we got to go out there and help. How many students were there? What kind of things were you hearing from the students?
We had 2 students, and Freddie DeAmpert was there, and another faculty member.
Okay.
So it was a relatively small group, but we got done what we needed to do.
Yeah, and actually let's go back into what 31 Backpacks is a little bit. That's an organization in our community that basically provides food for students that don't have any food, and this is for elementary school, middle school, high school students. And when they started, a lot of people didn't realize that there was such a need in our community. But it's been great, and it's nice to see Finlandia get out there and support that.
And there was a hidden blessing, I want you to know.
Tell me more.
31 backpacks had gotten donations of some things that they simply could not use, but were perfect for college students, so we brought them back to the pantry at the chapel.
I was kind of hoping you'd bring up the table. That's a very similar thing. We have our own food pantry on campus. It's run by Soren Schmidt, and that actually serves a really good purpose too. There's a lot of students here even that really could use that extra bit of food to help them get through the semester without having to stress as much.
And so we connected Soren with the woman who runs the 31 backpacks, so they will stay in touch, and when they have an accumulation of things they can't need, we will take them. We did turn down the tanning lotion, though.
Tanning lotion, hey, that was a donation.
Yeah, a whole bunch of bottles of it.
Interesting. And I'm guessing you got to see Riku when you were there?
We did. He stopped by and took some pictures. It was great.
I hope everybody got a chance to go back. I'm really proud of the effort that was put into the MLK Day of Service this year. I thought it was rewarding. If you go to our website, there's some great photos from the event from that day. It's pretty motivating to be a part of. Was it as rewarding as you hoped it would be?
Oh, it was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. It was great.
Awesome. And so, talk a little bit more about some of the things that the Board of Trustees does. What do you guys look to do? What makes you excited about being involved with it?
I think it's the ability to help shape the course of an institution that is so special and unique as we are.
Yeah. And you're newly in as president too. This is
correct.
January is when you started your presidency.
Yes. Don't you see the gray hair that I've acquired since January 1?
That's the leadership stuff, right? That's the
right.
What made you want to become president? I mean, that's a big step up from just being involved.
I tried to talk someone else into it, and they refused. So there I was. There wasn't much choice.
I don't know if I believe that. There must be something driving you besides need. What's been like? You see all these students, you see all these staff. What about them keeps you? Made you want to step up your leadership role, though?
The students that we've had contact with, many. Occasionally one will speak at a board meeting or a faculty. They're incredible. They surprise me all the time. They're articulate, they're bright, they're driven. It's just a joy.
That's great to hear. Any goals that you have with the Board of Trustees that you're looking to accomplish in your time?
Well, we have a couple of major goals. One, of course, is to increase enrollment and, even more importantly, retention. And also the advancement effort is very important.
Yeah, I know we have a lot of people working very hard to continue to move this university forward the best way as we can.
We do, and we certainly want to get our alumni more involved than they are.
Excellent. Anything else you want to talk to with our audience here with Finlandia Fridays?
I only want to say keep up the great work.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your involvement with Finlandia University, and of course for coming on to Finlandia Fridays today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is going to wrap up the episode today. I just want to touch base with a couple things with Finlandia Fridays. This is a weekly interview series we have. You can find out more information about it at finlandia.edu/Fridays, including a full show archive. You can find notes from each of the episodes with some additional links. And of course, this weekend there's a lot going on at Finlandia, especially in the sporting world. We have both of our basketball teams are at home for a couple of key games, and our men's hockey team plays Saturday night against their big rivals with Northland College. So get out there and support the team. Give Riku a high five if you see him for me. Thank you so much for being a part of Finlandia Fridays, and we'll see you next Friday.